My name's Carrie White. I am the director of West Virginia University Launch Lab. As mentioned, my previous university. And I wanted to open a little bit with an explanation of what we're doing at WVU and give you some background, and then, of course, allow you to hear from our students, which I know everybody's here most excited to hear from. About 3 years ago, WVU undertook the initiative to infuse entrepreneurship and innovation across the campus into all the academic disciplines. And as a result, the IDEA ecosystem was born. And you have the cards in front of you on your table that gives a visual depiction of what the ecosystem entails. And you'll see there that it's an elaborate, really, mapping of all of the academic units as well as different departments across the campus that have started to infuse this entrepreneurship and innovation, creative thinking, ideation into all of their units. As a result of the ecosystem, we had several faculty members who applied and were accepted into entrepreneurship and innovation training. And these are referred to as our IDEA Faculty Fellows. They are faculty members from across the university in disciplines such as chemistry, engineering, music, gender studies, agriculture, business, and media, who have been trained in entrepreneurship and innovation, and they've infused this training into the course curriculum. So we're here today to discuss two of these units, the Brick Street Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation and Launch Lab. And before I go into Launch Lab and what we do, I think it's important that there are two people here in the room who have been instrumental in this collaboration. And don't know if Dean Reyes is here. Can't see very well up here. But Dean Javier Reyes is the Dean of the College of Business and Economics. And Mindy Walls, who is the Assistant Vice President of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at WVU, who've been leading this charge for this collaboration. Launch Lab is a student resource center wherein we provide students with the resources, networking, and other support to help them launch their businesses or create their new product or move their idea forward. We use the business model canvas, and we meet with students, we brainstorm with them, and we allow them to kind of flesh out their idea. So whether it's a new business that they want to start, a product that they want to innovate, or an idea that they want to grow, we help to provide them with the resources that they need. So it might be prototyping an idea, it might be test marketing, it might be such things as doing a business model or a business plan. It might be that they need legal services, or perhaps they need graphic design, branding, and logoing. And so we connect them with those units across the campus who can help them with these initiatives. So as a result, we've been able to launch several new businesses, new ideas, help students with their idea creations, and help move them forward. And it is because of the support that we've received from central administration through WVU, the participating colleges on campus, the Benedum Foundation, Huntington Bank, Vision Shared, and other private donors that has allowed us to provide these services and support for our students. So what you're about to hear today is some testimonials and some presentations from our students who are participating in this cross-campus initiative. And so without further ado, I will share with you a short video, and then we'll hear from our students.
Good afternoon. My name is Keith Heisler. Born and raised in the Philadelphia area, I'm a second-year aerospace engineering student at West Virginia University. That's right, I'm an engineer. So why am I talking about entrepreneurship at West Virginia? Starting about 6 months ago, I started on a journey that will affect my life forever. I caught the entrepreneurship bug, and I caught it bad. I knew I could use my engineering major to help me create a product, an idea, but nothing was coming to me. Finally, a week before the West Virginia Business Plan competition submission deadline, it happened. Every day that week, I met with anyone who knew anything about business. At the time, I was taking an entrepreneurship class to fulfill one of my minor requirements. I was in that professor's office bugging him every day, hashing out that application. A month later, I was standing in front of judges, competitors, and other entrepreneurs at the semifinals. And now I'm here today as a finalist in that competition with a plan to win and start my own company. I took my idea for a new kind of shower valve that reduces energy, waste, and time, and turned it into a patent-pending prototype in less than 6 months. This success has given me the confidence to take my idea to the next level. Most recently, I've entered into a national competition where 25 student teams will compete in Minneapolis for $250,000 in awards. I will be the first student at West Virginia University to enter this competition. But I wouldn't be doing any of this if it wasn't for the people that have helped me and encouraged me along the way. The WVU Launch Lab is the single greatest asset I have at West Virginia University. Speaking from a person who didn't know what an income statement was 6 months ago, they have helped me write a business plan, patent, prototype, brand, and they even offered me a job next semester. And when they can't answer a question, they link me with kids and students and professors in the College of Business to answer my question. In fact, Matt Brumley, who will speak next, has helped me write a feasibility study, put together financial models, and has offered me very valuable advice. According to Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation, entrepreneurship has declined 44% since 1978. Specifically within my generation, I have narrowed it down to 2 problems. First is risk. Everyone my age is afraid to take that leap, take that jump that'll change the world. But college is the best time for us to do this because we have the least amount of responsibility. Second is what I call the academic divide. At 18 years old, I'm supposed to know if I want to be an engineer, a businessman, an accountant, a physical trainer, etc., etc. It's a straight line career path with little room for exploration. However, West Virginia University is doing a tremendous job at solving these problems. Through the Launch Lab and the Brick Street Center, they create a bridge that allows students from all disciplines the opportunity to explore their passions through entrepreneurship. They also help taking most of the risk out of startup through offering seed funding, the Makers Lab, and getting you in touch with the right people. I learn, work, and collaborate with some of the brightest minds at WVU and around the state. Entrepreneurship is on the rise at West Virginia University, and we are so lucky to have the resources to bring our ideas to life. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Matt Brumley. Thank you.
Thank you, Keith. My name is Matt Brumley, and I am a proud graduate of the Statler College of Engineering at WVU, a software entrepreneur, and now a business student in the MBA and MS Finance program at the School of Business and Economics. I want to talk a little bit today about what the university has provided me in terms of being able to learn more about business and prepare myself for a career in finance. And the framework that the university has provided me through the school, the Brick Street Center, and the Launch Lab is the ability to learn a lot more about business, to experience real-life application of the theory and knowledge that I learned in school, and then third, to teach others in the Launch Lab, and an ability to give back the knowledge and the experience that I have, as well as to learn where my gaps are, and honestly to work with engineers and people with great ideas and help them bring those ideas to life and flesh out business plans and feasibility studies and put some flesh to the bones of the idea. So first, I want to talk a little bit about learning. As an engineer, I came back to business school after about 2 years of working and really didn't have a lot of knowledge as to what an income statement was, how to balance a balance sheet, organizational leadership, marketing, finance, all those core aspects of an MBA and a finance program. And so through the past 2 years, I've been able to earn 2 master's degrees and really hone a lot of skills that I came in really not knowing anything about. The ability to learn how to write a marketing plan or how to put together a feasibility study or exactly how do you calculate your cost of capital and WACC and what really is depreciation have really helped me personally to develop, but also to see where I can apply those in an engineering framework in the future. But a key aspect of this has been taking what I've learned in the classroom, which are these finance skills and marketing skills, really book knowledge, and being able to experience those and work with real-world boards of companies that range all the way from a billion-dollar car manufacturer all the way down to a key part of our healthcare in Morgantown, which is a health rate facility, and understanding what those businesses' problems are, what questions keep them up at night, and then how can we use data and the experiences that we have in the classroom to generate new ideas, generate new data, new ways of looking at things and tactics for these businesses so that they can meet their key goals. Through working with the Brick Street Center, I've had the opportunity to stand in front of 3 boards now, giving presentations and really just asking questions of board members. What keeps you up at night? What do you need me to go find out or to understand or to bring back to you that can add value to you in your business? And so the Brick Street Center has been a key aspect of tying together what I've learned in the classroom with real-world application. Finally, the Launch Lab has given me the opportunity to work with students like Keith and give back. I was specifically working with Keith and his shower idea. For me, it's kind of brought me back to my engineering days with heat integration and working with valves and how cool this is from a technical perspective. But it's also very cool to be able to give technical assistance in a different way, specifically through being able to help Keith take his idea and figure out how are we going to manufacture this? What does our income sheet and performance statements look like? What would a balance sheet look like for this business? How are we going to market this? Is this a business-to-business sell? Is it a client sell? Is it an as seen on TV kind of advertisement? And so being able to help him put together that feasibility study and business plan was rewarding for me, was beneficial to Keith. He's a finalist in the business plan competition, but also helped me to put together where are places in my own education or in my learning and doing that have some gaps. And so now I'd like to pass it over to Brandon Cook, who is working with the Brick Street Center and has been able to also give back to the community through initiatives like Lemonade Day.
So, hey guys, I'm Brandon Cook. I'm a current MBA student. I'm actually from Beckley, West Virginia. So I also did my undergraduate degree in finance at WVU as well. So where I fit into all of this is I am actually the GA for the Brick Street Center. So as a GA, as an undergraduate and a graduate student, I've had the opportunity to work on numerous projects, like what we call experiential learning projects, where I'm actually a consultant for some of my clients. You know, one of the first ones I did was for the College of Business Economics. So I was the lead analyst in our financial statement analysis of our college, which is a multi-million-dollar company of a billion-dollar organization. So that was just a couple semesters ago. But just this past week, we actually delivered a feasibility study to WVU Medicine on implementing a new initiative in telemedicine that will allow our Level 1 Trauma Center to communicate with emergency rooms all across the state and provide those clients of those emergency rooms to be able to get access to their emergency health care by staying closer to home, working with our facilities. So that's how I've been able to take the applications, the stuff I've learned in the classroom, you know, and then apply that to an experience-based learning like I have. But now I've also been able to, you know, to teach others. But unlike Matt teaching another, you know, university people, I've taught little kids this. So I'm actually the WVU coordinator for Lemonade Day. So Lemonade Day is actually a national organization that teaches kids business and entrepreneurship through a lemonade stand. So, you know, a lemonade stand is something, you know, kids have done for decades. Like, you know, I want to go to the arcade. I'm going to sell some lemonade, make some money. So we actually teach them the business concepts behind Lemonade Day. So we teach them how to finance their operations, you know, how to market it. Where do you want to place your lemonade stand? How much do you want to charge? You know, do you want to sell different kinds of lemonade? And, you know, now, through over the course of 3 years, going on my 4th year, I've taught over 100 kids, you know, business. And now, instead of being the normal doctor or lawyer, and sorry if there's any doctors or lawyers in here, these kids now want to say they want to be entrepreneurs when they grow up. You know, they want to start their own business. So, you know, moving up from little kids, I've also been able to provide this technical assistant to colleagues at, you know, West Virginia University as well. So I'm currently working with a group of MD, PhD students, Zach Wright and Brandon Lucky Wold. During their PhD in a laboratory setting, they noticed a flaw in the system of tracking laboratory animals. So they then developed a system using RFID ear tags and a scanner to make this process much more efficient. And now they actually have their own startup company. You know, the last 2 people you would ever think, 2 medical students, will now have their own company coming out of school and could then, you know, license their product and sell their product to the market. So I've been able to provide them financial assistance and also help them write their business plan. You know, they're in the business plan competition, but we have actually made it to, here in just 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, we'll actually be traveling to Austin, Texas to pitch at Pitch Texas at the McComb School of Business at University of Texas. Well, you know, we're pitching against students from, you know, UCLA and a number of other, you know, large universities to try to win money for their corporation. So in closing, how we're trying to build this ecosystem at WVU. You know, it's already in place, but we're trying to expand on it even more. You know, the idea ecosystem that you see here. If you look at a startup company, you go out to Silicon Valley, you go out somewhere, you know, along the East Coast. In one room like this, you have the founder of the business, an engineer, a lawyer, a finance person, a marketer, all these people sitting beside each other trying to solve this problem and bring a problem to market. You know, and that's something we're trying to do at the university. You know, we have a unique campus where we're kind of separated, but we're trying to build these gaps. We're trying to bridge these gaps and bring the people together. So myself as a finance person, Keith as an engineer, and Matt as, you know, another business and finance background, and as well as engineering, bring them together in a collaborative effort to really take entrepreneurship to a whole new level at our university. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm going to step down. I didn't think anybody come to see the old guy fall off the stage today. So, I'm Steve Kot Wright, Director of the Brick Street Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. It is a great pleasure today for two purposes. One, to be here with such an accomplished audience, people who have practiced their trades as engineers and architects and doctors and lawyers to come and share their time with us today, but also to be able to be a part of the ecosystem which is training these young men and women every day to go out and to pursue their passion and produce products and create jobs and become the leaders of tomorrow. I want to kind of turn back the clock just a little bit for those who maybe have been out of college a while and take you back to a time where I want you to imagine what it might have been like to be in a university, whereas, like Keith, if you're an aerospace engineer and was never taught about business, but is so intelligent that can create products and services that he wants to take to market and produce, and to have a world-class facility where he can go every day, where they have a maker's lab, they have business professionals who are willing to help, but at any point in time might run into 50 or 100 students a day that are pursuing the same opportunities that are using our launch lab to move products along that they don't have maybe the knowledge and the background to do on their own. Or to be like Matt Brumley, who is an engineer, has created 2 businesses of his own, decided to return to the college to get an MBA because he knew he wanted to run businesses at high level and create products and services of his own. But in that engagement and in that process,